There is so much out there in the media right now that if you are trying to be seen, if you are trying to get visibility, if you're trying to promote yourself, your best bet is to do as much as possible. There are so many eyeballs everywhere. There's so many people that are consuming media now, which is a great thing. But at the same time, unless you are seen as in as many places as possible, you're not going to make the same impact that you used to make back in the day when people in the early 2000s even were in a magazine and they would be on, they'd be in a magazine, they'd be on one talk show, and then maybe they'd be on a few blogs. And that was a new thing back in the day. I remember as a publicist, I was trying to convince people to do digital media. I remember I was one of the first people that put a celebrity on a digital cover of a magazine, and people thought I was crazy. They were like, that's not a print magazine. What even is this? Well, I'll show you right now. It was worth it, wasn't it? And I'm one of the first publicists that started to, sorry, I had to move my notification there, was one of the first publicists that told my clients to get on Twitter back when remember when it was called Twitter? And, you just have to start thinking ahead. You have to be in as many places as possible is the real point of this video. But I also am leaning into the tangent of what I wanted to say, where it's don't poo-poo on what's coming next. Podcasts, for a while, people were like, oh, who's really listening to them? Everybody's got a podcast. And they're literally competing with talk shows. They're taking over the popularity of what talk shows were when talk shows used to be one of the most coveted places for you to get press. So think about what's coming next. I'm going to call it right now, and I'm going to say I think Substack's pretty interesting, and I think a lot of people are going to start getting on Substack, and they're going to start using it for PR campaigns. So if you're a publicist watching this, you might want to start learning that for your clients. If you are doing DIY PR and you watch these videos because you're thinking about what you need to know about PR, think about starting a Substack before it's too late while other people are joining so that they can get on board with you. I'm telling you right now, I wish I had started my Instagram sooner. Back when it's first launched, people were following people so much more. And now, again, it's so inundated. People, you don't even come up on the algorithm enough to even be seen for new followers, right? And so you just want to get on things as soon as you can. And I know it could be a waste of time because, for example, I haven't really seen Blue Sky go anywhere. People may argue I'm not really paying that much attention, but I just know that it's not that valued. So it just depends on what trend really makes it and becomes sustainable, but you want to be in as many places as possible without diluting your message. You want to make sure that when you are doing, and what I mean by that is when you are doing something, you want to make sure that you're doing it right. You're not just making a video just to get a video out on Instagram today. You want to really make sure that you're providing value to the people that are paying attention to you based on what your expertise is, based on what you're selling, whatever it may be. But you want to be able to do that in as many places as possible, still keeping the quality of what you are sharing and the information that you're sharing up. Hope this helps.